A mathematician struggled with an impossible equation until exhausted. In surrender, he watched waves erase equations he'd drawn in sand. Suddenly he understood. The answer wasn't in solving the problem, but in seeing that the problem itself was an illusion. Sometimes the greatest solution is dissolving the question. This teaching challenges our conventional approach to difficulties. We typically invest energy in solving problems, but some challenges persist because we've framed them incorrectly. The mathematician's breakthrough came not through more effort, but through surrender, allowing him to see that the problem itself might be based on false assumptions or unnecessary constructs. Throughout history, many of humanity's greatest insights have come not from solving existing problems, but from reframing them entirely. Einstein's theory of relativity didn't solve the problems of Newtonian physics. It transcended them by questioning fundamental assumptions about space and time. Similarly, many spiritual traditions suggest that our deepest existential questions cannot be answered but must be dissolved through direct insight. The mathematician in our story represents our analytical mind, the part of us that believes every problem has a solution if we just work hard enough. This approach serves us well in many contexts, but it has limitations. Some questions create their own unsolvability through their very structure. Like asking, what color is the number 7? Or, where does a circle end? The question itself contains a fundamental misconception. The waves erasing the equations in the sand symbolize the natural dissolution that occurs when we stop forcing solutions. Nature itself provides the insight, the impermanence of the sand drawings revealing the impermanence of the problem itself. This mirrors the Zen practice of allowing the mind to become still enough to see through its own constructions. This teaching doesn't suggest we abandon problem solving altogether. Rather, it invites us to recognize when we're stuck in a framework that itself needs questioning. Sometimes the most elegant solution comes not from answering the question, but from seeing that we've been asking the wrong question all along. In your own life, consider, are there persistent problems you're trying to solve that might actually need to be reframed or even dissolved? Perhaps a relationship conflict where you're seeking the right words, when the real issue is the assumption that words alone can bridge the gap. Or a career dilemma where you're weighing options, when the framework of choice itself might be limiting your vision. The mathematician's insight invites us to step back from our problems and examine the assumptions that frame them. Sometimes what appears as an obstacle is actually a doorway to a new understanding, if only we can surrender our attachment to solving the problem as we've defined it. If this teaching resonates with you, identify one challenge you've been struggling to solve. Instead of seeking solutions, question the problem itself. Is it truly as fixed or important as it seems? For more perspective-shifting Zen wisdom, subscribe to our channel. Remember, sometimes the wisest response to a problem is to transcend the question itself.